Pain management is a cornerstone of dental practice. This mind map shows the framework we'll explore in this video. We'll start with how dental pain arises at the molecular level, classify analgesics, examine their mechanisms, and understand dosing and pharmacokinetics. Then, we'll discuss clinical applications, advanced concepts like preemptive and combination therapy, adverse effects, contraindications, and important drug interactions. By the end, you'll have a comprehensive, evidence-based understanding of analgesics in dentistry. Pain is the most common reason patients seek dental care. Effective analgesia improves patient comfort, reduces inflammation, enhances local anesthesia, and ensures successful clinical outcomes. Dental pain is largely inflammatory. Tissue injury triggers phospholipase A2, releasing arachidonic acid. COX enzymes converted into prostaglandins, which sensitize nociceptors and amplify pain signals to the central nervous system. COX-1 maintains gastric protection, renal blood flow, and platelet function. COX-2 is induced during inflammation and mediates pain and swelling. Most NSAIDs work by inhibiting these enzymes, reducing prostaglandin synthesis. The primary analgesics in dental practice are paracetamol and NSAIDs. For severe pain, short-term opioids like Tramadol may be used, with caution, due to dependence risk. Paracetamol acts centrally to reduce pain and fever, with minimal anti-inflammatory effect. It is safe for patients with gastric or renal disease. The typical dental dose is 500 to 1,000 milligrams every 6 to 8 hours, with a maximum of 4 grams per day. Overdose can cause hepatotoxicity. NSAIDs inhibit COX enzymes, reducing prostaglandin synthesis and inflammation. Because dental pain is inflammatory, NSAIDs are often more effective than paracetamol alone. Ibuprofen is considered first line in dentistry due to its strong efficacy and safety profile. The recommended dose is 400 to 600 milligrams every 6 to 8 hours, with a maximum of 2,400 milligrams per day. Diclofenac is a potent NSAID used for moderate to severe pain. The usual dose is 50 to 75 milligrams every 8 to 12 hours, with a maximum of 150 milligrams per day. Ketorolac is reserved for severe postoperative pain due to its strong analgesic effect. It should be used only for short periods because it increases the risk of renal and gastric complications. Selective COX-2 inhibitors reduce gastric side effects by sparing COX-1 activity. However, they may slightly increase cardiovascular risk in some patients. Tramadol may be used for severe pain when NSAIDs are contraindicated. It acts centrally on the nervous system and may cause nausea, dizziness, sedation, and potential dependence. Pre-emptive analgesia involves administering analgesics before a dental procedure. This approach reduces postoperative pain and improves patient comfort. Reducing inflammation before treatment enhances the effectiveness of local anesthesia. This occurs because inflammation lowers tissue pH and sensitizes nociceptors, which can reduce anesthetic efficacy. Combining paracetamol with ibuprofen provides superior pain relief compared with using either drug alone. This combination enhances analgesic effect without significantly increasing toxicity when used within recommended doses. Understanding pharmacokinetics helps ensure safe and effective prescribing. Paracetamol has an onset of about 30 minutes and a duration of 4 to 6 hours. Ibuprofen begins working within 30 to 60 minutes and lasts for about 6 to 8 hours. Diclofenac has an onset of about 30 minutes and a duration of 8 to 12 hours. Ketorolac begins acting within about 30 minutes and lasts approximately 4 to 6 hours. NSAIDs may cause gastric irritation, renal impairment, and increased bleeding risk. They may also interact with anticoagulants, antihypertensive medications, and lithium. Paracetamol overdose can lead to serious liver damage. Careful dosing and monitoring are therefore essential. NSAIDs should be avoided in patients with peptic ulcer disease, renal failure, late pregnancy, and certain cardiovascular conditions. Paracetamol is generally preferred during pregnancy and in patients with gastric problems. For clinical practice, analgesics can be selected according to pain severity. Mild pain can be treated with paracetamol. Moderate pain is commonly managed with ibuprofen. Severe pain may require a combination of paracetamol and ibuprofen. For severe post-operative pain, Ketorolac or Tramadol may be considered when NSAIDs are contraindicated. A thorough understanding of analgesics, including their mechanisms, dosing, interactions, and contraindications, is essential for safe and effective dental pain management. Evidence-based prescribing improves patient outcomes while minimizing potential risks.